Bible is the white man's Bible, right?
No, the Bible is never. The Bible condemned the white man, the so-called white man. The Bible go against him. How the white man gonna write a book about a book that go against him and say he's gonna be destroyed at the end? That ain't even making much sense. The Bible don't like them. The Most High said he hate Esau. He said for Jacob have I love, but Esau have I hated. So this Bible go against them. Why they gonna make a book that goes that's not in favor of them?
Okay. Now I'm not the smartest dude in the world.
Yeah.
But I got some common sense. Now, if he making this Bible against a white man,
well, he didn't make it. Give me that Psalm 15 and 16.
Oh, okay. It's
Psalm 15 and 16.
Okay. Well, the Bible is for the black man, right? The Christian Bible.
There's no Christian Bible, but let's deal with that. We were called Christians in the book of Acts, chapter 11, verse 26. We never call ourselves Christian. Christian was a derogatory.
So what is our name then for our
we
religion?
Israelites.
Okay, Israelites.
There's no religion.
Okay.
We nationality.
Nationality. No religion.
There's no
religion. I understand that.
They don't even exist.
Okay, so let me say this. Then why, in slavery days, would they have this Bible?
Because they took our book. I can go in your house and take something from you, right?
Yeah.
So they took our book and they reiterated it to us. That's what
But why would they read it to us?
They read it to us because we discontinued from our heritage. We don't know who the hell we is. So if the slave master was a Baptist, then the slaves were Baptist. If the slave master was a Seventh-day Adventist, then the slave was going to be Seventh-day Adventist. So whatever the slave master was, that's what the slaves would have been. They followed that religion.
Who's King James?
King James was a Negro. Charles James. He was a steward.
I believe that.
He was a Negro. Okay? He was no so-called white man. So-called white man told us these lies, brother.
Yeah.
So we coming back to who we are. The lies, the jig is up. All that, we know what's up now. The game is over. All the lies, we cut through that now. That's over with. All them lies, so this was white. That's over with now. We know that's not true no more. We know that's our book now. That's our heritage book. The Bible is a book of law, statutes, and commandments. It's a book of prophecy. It got nothing to do with religion.
So here's when I ask you this question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not trying to.
It's a history book too.
Yeah,
every dynasty is in the scripture.
So I'm not trying to debate what you're saying or prove you wrong. I'm trying to get some understanding. So my understanding is this. Maybe you got the answers. If you don't, I don't care.
The scripture got the answer. But go ahead.
That's cool. So if this, not if.
Well, let me bring out this scripture right quick.
Okay,
we
go
get a
ahead.
lot of talking.
Oh, okay, do what you got to do.
Give me Psalm 15 and 16.
So, but unto the wicked,
God says to the wicked is Esau, the so-called white man. They are people. They got wicked people in the earth, but they are the wicked. They are the border of
the most wicked. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What hast thou to declare my statutes?
So the Most High say, what does the white man got to do to declare his statute? Like, man, what the hell you doing with my book in your hand? That's what the so-called. That's what the Most High is saying. Go ahead. It's more than that.
It says, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
So he actually, his covenant is the book of the law. That's in Baruch 4:1. So the Most High asks, what the hell y'all doing with my book? The Most High asking this question.
Yeah.
Like, what do the white man got to do with this book? This don't belong to y'all. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But our pastors have failed us because they signed up 501c3. They made a covenant. They were wicked men. Bring that out in 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, start at verse 14.
First Maccabees
12. Start at 12 to get that efficient.
So the thing is, I'm still trying to figure out.
Let them bring it out, brother. Hold on one second.
You got one scripture you said let me bring out. Now, while you looking for it, let me make the one statement. So
1:12. Go ahead. 1 Maccabees 1:12.
So now the white man got this powerful black book.
Yeah,
Israelite black book.
Why you think not to cut you out? And I'm gonna give you a good illustration there. When you watch the movie with Denzel, what is called
Eli.
You see how the so-called white man kept trying to get that Bible from it?
Yeah.
Because they know they can do damage. See, the book of Eli is showing you the destruction of America after World War III. See, they know what's gonna happen, and then that's why they put it in their films. So the book of Eli is basically showing you that World War III didn't happen in America already. Now they showing you that the so-called white man figure if he can get the Bible again, he can start a kingdom. He can start all over again. That's why he's after that book so much. The book of the law, our book.
So you don't think he changed? The white man changed? None of the
He
words.
can't change it. The white man can't. Well, what he did was, I'm gonna agree with you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
If you're not reading the 1611 King James Version, see, we read the 1611. We don't read no other book. We don't deal with the NIV.
I don't know what 1611 is.
Okay, let me. When you're dealing with the scriptures, the scrolls, you had the Hebrew scroll.
Yeah.
You had it in the Greek, and then you had in the Latin.
Okay.
And then 1611 and 1604, you had Charles Stewart King. He authorized 47
Which
of
is
the
King
scholars,
James, yeah.
right? 47 of the scholars to authorize the translation. Because that was the common language to man at the time. Okay?
Yeah.
So he authorized the translation. So it got published in 1609 and it was out on the press in 1611. Because the Most High knew it, tell you that in Isaiah 28 and 11 with stammering lips where I speak to my people. Yeah. So the Most High knew he was going to be speaking in a different tongue.
In terms of English or different nationalities?
In terms of language.
So does the 1611 book have the 7 lost books?
Yeah, it got all 14 books in there.
No, it doesn't.
What books you speaking of?
The 1611 books do not have the 7 lost books.
What name the books,
It
brother?
does not have them.
What book? You don't say the name.
You,
I'm asking
it does not
you.
have them, brother. Don't lie to the
No,
brother.
it's the Maccabees in there.
You say what? You got what books you say?
Maccabees
There's
not there.
7 lost books. Don't do that.
And what is
It's
the
in
name?
there.
Don't do that, brother.
Is it one of them the
I'm gonna show you. I got it right here.
Hey,
Fine, Marcus, that's fine.
what's that most famous book that
brother.
equal not everybody? Tom, what's that book called?
Right here?
The book's over the E. The first most famous book that. No.
King.
Enoch.
King, do you have that holder? King, do you have that holder?
What you talking about?
You have that thing?
If you don't know,
Huh?
Brother, look at right here, brother.
Edify.
Right here, brother. I'm gonna show you.
that's not it, brother. Don't do that.
What book? I got it right
Just say
here.
you don't know.
I'm telling you.
That's not the no. That's the book that does not have the
Okay, what's the
7
book that we gonna listen to?
Just
What books?
say it.
What was the books, brother?
brother.
I'm asking you.
I'm not going to go into all of that because I'm out here making money, bro.
But name the book. I'm just
all I'm
saying,
simply
name the
said
book.
is only reason why I even brought that up. Only reason why. No, I can throw you off, brother. I'm not trying to throw nobody off. I don't care. Only reason why I brought that up. My only purpose for bringing that up is because you told him what books, what Bibles you, what versions of the Bible you do not subscribe.
No, I said I subscribe to the 16.
And you told him about the NIV,
The
all the other
NIV,
books.
because the Most High, because
I get
Esau
that.
pulled words out of that.
And I get
And
all of
scriptures
that.
that's missing out of there.
But at the same time, there's 7 books missing from there too,
Oh,
brother.
what is that? I'm asking you. That's
Brother,
what I'm saying. Why
I'm
you
not-
don't?
listen.
You can't say the book. There's
I'm not
no
finna
book
go
out
through
there.
all that. That's a lie. All
Well,
you
say
gotta do
books.
is just say you don't know. Just say I don't know.
Because it's none. We did
Just say
our
you don't
research.
know.
There's no other
If you
book.
don't,
Because if you're going
So
into
here's what you
Jasper,
Stay fast. We're gonna hold over. We're gonna figure it out.
So
if
here's
you're
what
going
you
into
gonna
the
do.
book of Jasper,
So here's
I'm
what you're
actually
gonna
going
do.
to eat Jasper and all that.
Watch this. Here's what you're gonna do.
That's the 4.6.
No, it ain't 4 and 7. But look, here's what you're gonna do. Now, because you give people assignments to go home and do things, I'm giving you the assignment. Go get the 7 books and talk about it.
There's no 7 books, brother.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
You can't even name
That's
one,
it.
brother.
That's it.
Brother, name one
No.
This
book.
man want to hit.
No, I'm
If
not.
he tell me he want to
No,
hit,
wait a
wait,
minute.
wait.
Here's the thing.
Work off.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you all give people assignments and you talk about it, if you talk about it, if I put something in your face, now you can come back after you go and go and
We're
study
going to
it.
go research, brother.
Then you go and then
We're
you
gonna
can say,
research. We're gonna
say,
research.
okay, there we
And we'll deal
go.
with you,
Movies
brother.
and music.
We're going to continue with the good word, but we're going to go do our research on that, all right? We're going to continue with the good word. So go to First Maccabees chapter 1. So let's do everything in DC and all. Let's come back on our side. Let's come back.
Movie famous lady movie.
Give me
First Maccabees
1 and 12. Bring it out for the brother.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
So this device pleases our people well. So
Yeah.
this is going into when Alexander and them came into rulership. This is during that time.
Yeah.
And go ahead, let's go on that.
Then certain of the people were so forward hereon that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathens.
That's what I wanted. So they gave us license to go off, do the orders of the heathen. So that's going into, like I said, I'm in a 501c3. I saw our people work hand in hand. They made the covenant with the so-called white. That's showing that right here. That they was doing that then.
Okay.
And give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 8 for the brother.
Ecclesiastes 1 verse 8. It says, all things are of labor. Man cannot utter it.
Ecclesiastes something. Oh, yeah, good.
All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye cannot sacrifice with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. Verse 9. The things that has been,
The things that which have been. Go ahead.
it is that which shall be.
And which there shall be. Go ahead.
And that which shall is but done, it that which shall be done.
So that means what happened then is happening all over again. Go ahead.
And there is nothing new under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun, brother. So just like we brought out Maccabees 1 and 12, that they gave us a license to sin, to give order to destroy our people, they doing the same thing right now. Nothing has changed.
And for real. They doing this.
Right. That's what I
Listen,
teach
you
our
do, you
people.
don't, you don't.
Only God can judge. They gave us Tupac in 95. Only God can judge. Now you can't even wake up our people because they say you can't judge me. But the Most High said judge righteously. You know what I'm saying? Give me that in Proverbs, I think that's chapter 31, verse.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 8. Verse 9. Book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 9. You close it. Open thy mouth, judge
He
righteously,
said, open thy mouth and judge righteously. So we could. Go ahead.
and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
And give me 1 Corinthians 6.
Please open your mouth and judge right.
And that's what we out here to do. We rebuke it.
1
Say what I
Corinthians.
got. I ain't trying to cut
Verse
y'all
6
off.
and 2. Go ahead now. We don't keep
6
cooking
and
with
2.
the good word, brother. You're not cutting us off. Go ahead.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the
The
world?
saint, and we the saints. That's Psalms 148:14. Go ahead.
And if the world shall be judged by you,
And the world should be judged by us. Go ahead.
you are worthy to judge the smallest matters.
There you have it. And we're going to prove we the saints. Give me Psalms 148:14.
Book of Psalms.
148:14.
Book of Psalms, chapter 148,
What's going on, sister? You believe in the Most High?
13.
Okay, so you know who you are according to the scriptures?
Turn around.
Huh? What is your nationality? You mix. Where that's at in the Bible? Where it say you mix it? No, I'm just asking, sister. Because I'm trying to share who you are, sister. So we're going to give you a fly. That's all right? All right, sister.
You got some good commandments on there that you
And
got.
I'm on there, sister.
Got any
I'm not
questions?
trying to give you all the time, so I'm just trying to show you and wake you up who you are according to the scripture. All right? All right. Go ahead.
All right. 148, what?
14, verse 14.
Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. He that exalted the horn of the people, the praise of all saints, even the children of
Go
Israel,
ahead.
a people near to him,
The people near to him, go ahead.
praise ye the Lord.
Praise ye the Lord. So we the saints.
Sure.
All right.
Time.
So let's give me song. Give me go back to Psalm 83. I think you stopped at 3. 83 and 3. You were talking about let us cut them off from being a nation.
This book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3.
Go ahead.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let them cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel, go ahead.
may be no more in remembrance.
That's why we don't know who we are. Go ahead.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together. Go ahead.
with one consent.
one consent,
They are confederate against thee,
and they confederate against us. Go ahead.
the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes,
The so-called Chinese, the so-called Africans. Go ahead.
Gebal,
Gabal. Go
Gebal,
ahead.
and Ammonon,
Ammon.
and Amalek,
Amalek, that's your Jewish. Amalek, oh, that's the Khazar Empire. Go ahead.
the Philistines,
The Philistine, that's your Canaanites.
with the inhabitation of Tyre,
Tari and Zidon. Go ahead.
Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope of the children of Lot.
Give me the book of Jeremiah 51 right quick. Let's read on down. Give me Jeremiah 51. Read on down.
51,
Start at the top.
51 and 1. Thus said the Lord, behold,
Thus said the Lord, go ahead.
I will raise up against Babylon
He's going to raise up against them. That's why we tell our people to wake up, as it's in Revelation 18:4. Go ahead.
and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Go ahead.
And I will send upon Babylon a famine
Famine. Go ahead. Famine means going to be a shortage, a food shortage. Go ahead.
that shall fan her and shall empty her land.
Go ahead.
For in that day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
So they're going to be round about. And that's what's happening. We see it every day on the news. Go ahead.
Against them that beateth let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up.
And that's World War III. That's these other nations coming against America to do battle with her. Okay? Give me Jeremiah 47:1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 47, verse 1. The word of the Lord that comes to Jerusalem, the prophet against the Philistines. Salaki, the book of Isaiah, 47, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Come down
You say come. Go ahead.
and sit in the dust.
So he telling Babylon, America, sit down, come sit down in the dust. Go ahead.
O virgin daughter of Babylon,
Go ahead.
sit on the ground.
Go ahead.
There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou said no more be called tender and delicate.
So America ain't no more tender and delicate. And we see that right now. We see that China, Russia economy, they pulling away from the dollar. Okay? All right? The petrodollar no good that Richard Nixon put in place in 1970. So America's no longer being called tender and delicate. Go ahead, it's more than that.
Take the milestone
Go ahead.
and grind meal.
Go ahead.
Uncover thy locks.
Uncover our locks. Go ahead.
Make bare the leg. Uncover the
So
thigh.
America's being revealed. The son of perdition, who's Esau Edom, is being revealed for who. That's why we calling them out now. Because now we know who them devils is. Go ahead.
Pass over the rivers.
Go ahead, brother. Hey, brother.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, ye.
The Most High?
Thy shame shall be seen.
You believe in the Most High?
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Most High
You
God.
believe in the word, with the word for Jesus Christ? Yeah. So, nationality according to the scriptures, brother? What man you descend from in the scripture? What society call you?
They call us a lot of things.
Black, African American, Negro. So where is those terms in the scripture?
None, I don't think.
So how you that means the Most High don't call you that. So we're gonna show you who you are according to the scripture. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is Moses talking to us at Mount Sinai. Moses is telling the nation of Israel, we don't hearken unto his voice and observe to keep all the law, statutes, and commandments, that all these curses was going to come upon us and it was going to overtake us. Go ahead, it's more than that.
Cursed shall I be in the
He
city.
said, cursed shall I be in the city. Now, what nation of people is cursed in the city? What nation? What people is in the slums and the ghetto? Us, brother. That's talking to us. Moses is talking to me and you, brother. And us right here, brother. We Israel. I'm proving that to you in the scripture. Go ahead, Father.
And cursed shall I be in the
You
field.
say, cursed should I be in the field? What nation of people was cursed in the field, brother? Wasn't we cursing the rice field, sugarcane field, the Tabasco field, the cotton field?
Anything they needed it to do service.
And that's you, brother. And ain't we cursing the work modern work field today? The last hire, first fire. Okay. That's ID and who we are. Bring down 46, 48 for 28, 46, 40. For time
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be upon thee for a sign.
So Moses saying these curses was going to be upon us for a sign. Go ahead.
And for a wonder.
And for a wonder. Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon our seed, meaning our children, our grandchildren, great grandchildren. That's why we still curse today. And this was way in the time of Moses. And we still under these curses now. Go ahead, it's more than that.
Verse 47. Because thou serve not the Lord thy God.
Because we didn't serve our Lord, our God, our possessive pronoun, because he's only the God of Israel and none else. We've been taught God loves everybody. We all one. You believe that, brother? You believe God loves everybody? What scripture says that? Do you have a scripture to validate that? So how,
Society had taught us.
that's what they taught us. They gave us that John 3:16 for God so loved the world that he gave us only begotten son whosoever can believe in him. Then our parents will have everlasting life. But they didn't precept that. They didn't bring out John 3:14. But we're gonna continue on with the church. Go ahead. We're gonna show you that too though. Go ahead.
A sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Point on seed forever. Go ahead.
It said 47, because thou serve not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
We didn't serve our God with joyfulness, and his name is Yahweh. God is a title. Go ahead.
And with gladness
And with
of
gladness.
heart.
Go ahead. Gladness of heart. Go ahead.
For the abundance of all things. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So he said we're going to serve our enemies. Who we serving right now? And what nation of people they in? What is their nationality? So-called white man, brother. He is our enemy. He's not our friend. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against
And
thee
the Most High sent them on us. Go ahead.
and hunger.
In hunger, we gotta go to so-called white man, right? That you involved in. Who owns Gonzalez? We don't own that. It's either the Arabic, who's not our people, or the Moabites, who are the Chinese people, the Edomites, who's the so-called white man. Because the Edomites, that's their biblical nationality. Don't you know every nation of people on earth got a biblical nationality? Did you know that? So we all descend from a man in the Bible. Okay, so we all got an identity according to the scriptures. And they didn't want us to identify who we were because they wanted to keep us in sin. The scripture tell you in Jude 5:20, the Apocrypha, if they can find error in this people. So the so-called white man fed us swine flesh and slavery, chicken. They would give us hog maws, pig's feet, tails, and all that. They gave us scraps because they knew that we was eating abominable things. They knew that. In Leviticus 11:7, they knew that that pig was unclean to that swine. So to keep us in sin, they knew that their rulership on the earth would keep going because the Most High wouldn't go to war for us. As long as they can keep us in error, then the Most High would fight them and bring them back. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, let's move on there.
And in thirst.
And then thirst, we go to them. East Bay Bud. We don't own East Bay Bud. We don't own none of these entities, brother. We don't own none of that. Go ahead, let's move on there.
And in nakedness.
In niggas, you want clothes, you gotta go to Macy's, Walmart, Marshall, Target, JC, all these stores. We don't own none of that. So the Most High said we was gonna go to them and want of all things. That's how you know who you are according to the prophecies. Go ahead.
And in one of all things.
Go ahead.
And he shall put a yoke of iron on thy
He
neck.
put a yoke. Didn't they put a yoke? Look at this, brother. Didn't that happen to us? He got a yoke of iron on his neck. The Most High said that was going to happen. Now they took the physical yoke off, and we still in bondage and going to them. They don't need it. It's like back in the day when I was coming up, we used to put a chain on the dog, remember, and put the food in the hubcap. The dog, and we tie them up to the tree. I don't know if you might, and they could only run so far. And then even when you take the chain off, the dog wouldn't go no damn way. Because he was already defeated and destroyed.
This is my only area right here.
That's it. He destroyed.
So I'm not going to go past this line.
That's happened to us, brother. That's why we have Stockholm Syndrome. We love our oppressor. We love the so-called white man in these other nations more than we love ourselves. You understand what I'm saying, brother? Go ahead, it's more on that.
Until he had destroyed thee.
I appreciate you.
Brother, you got our numbers on here, brother. Reach out to King. Reach out to us, brother. We're going to finish edifying.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, because we're going to soon close out. Go ahead.
49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee
Read to
from
68.
far.
Read on the way down to 68.
And
Go ahead.
the end of the earth as swift as the eagle flies.
Fly, go ahead. That's Esau Edom, because the symbol of the all the heathen nations, when you're dealing with Idumea, the Grecian, they was the eagle. America, the bald eagle. When you're dealing with the Russian, they got the eagle, who's Gog and Magog. So all these Edomite kingdoms, they symbol was the eagle. Go ahead, and they'll tell you that in the book of Obadiah.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And we didn't understand their language. Go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance,
Go ahead.
which shall not regard the person of old, nor shall favor the young.
And they had no love for our elders and our children. They had them in the fields too, picking up cotton. Go ahead.
Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
Go ahead.
Until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn.
Go ahead. Small
Wine or oil, or the incest of thy kind,
Go ahead.
or flocks of thy sheep, until I have been destroyed thee.
Until you have destroyed us. Go ahead.
Verse 52, and he shall besiege thee in thy gate,
He shall besiege thee in thy gates. Go ahead.
until thy high and fierce wall come down.
And did they done that? 70 AD. Give me that in Luke 21:24.
The book of Luke.
Because they besieged us on
21.
the gates when they took us down. Under Titus and
24.
Antiochus and Vespasian. All right, brother. Go ahead.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword,
And we was going to fall by the edge of the sword. That's going back to Deuteronomy. Go ahead.
and shall be laid away captive
And we was going to be laid away captive. That's them besieging the gates. Go ahead.
into all nations.
And to all nations. Go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down
Bless y'all.
of the Gentiles,
And we was going to be trodden down by the Gentiles, the heathens. Go
until
ahead.
the times of the Gentiles be
And
fulfilled.
to the time their rulership be fulfilled. Okay? Now go back to, I think, Deuteronomy 28:52. Stop.
28.
28:52.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates,
Go ahead.
until thy high and fenced wall come down,
Go ahead. We just brought that out in Luke 21:24. Go ahead.
where thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in thy gates throughout all thy land,
Go
which
ahead.
the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Go ahead.
53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body,
Go
the
ahead.
flesh of thy son and thy daughters, which thy land the Lord thy God hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherein the enemies shall destroy thee.
And he have destroyed us. Go ahead.
54. So that the man that is tender among
So the
you,
man that is tender among you, that's the Israelite brothers, the 12 tribes. Because we used to be tender amongst our brothers. We was loving and caring on our brothers. Go ahead.
and very delicate,
And very delicate. Go ahead.
his eyes shall be evil toward his brother,
Now our eyes evil toward our brothers. Black on black crime. Right? We shooting up our brothers. Right? We lying on our brothers. We robbing from our brothers. We stealing from our brothers. We player hating on our brothers. Now we got an evil eye toward our brother. Go ahead. It's more than that. Selling drugs to our brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
He says, so that a man should be tender among you and very delicate. His eyes should be evil toward his brother
ahead.
and toward his wife of his bosom.
And toward the wife of his bosom. Because now we leave our wives with 3-4 children, 1 children. We don't take care of our kids. These are all the curses. And the Most High say we was going to be able to identify in Deuteronomy 28:46-48 through these curses. Go ahead.
And toward the remnant of his children,
Toward the remnant of his children, and we are known for what? Go ahead.
which he shall leave.
We shall leave. We known for leaving our children. That's statistics to prove that. Go ahead.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children who shall he eat,
Go ahead.
because he hath nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates.
And they distressing all our gates, man. The police is pulling us over, shooting us down in our gates, in our community. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about in our communities like East Oakland, West Oakland. You go to New Orleans, the 17th Ward. He was going to stress us even in our parameters where they placed us. Okay? That's what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has done and is still doing to this day. Go ahead. Hands up, don't shoot. We
Verse-
want justice, no peace. That's that right there. Go ahead.
Verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you,
The tender, delicate woman among you, go ahead.
which would not avenge us to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness
Go ahead.
and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil to her husband of her bosom.
And now her eyes is evil toward us. And now the women is ruling over us. Give me that in the book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12.